and everything and the booze and all of it, she'll make all the money and then complain. Where it's like, really? Why don't you actually complain before the movie comes out?
And the reality is that had there been these horrible things, and had there been these horrible text messages, had there been this horrible information, that stuff would have been.
I'm sorry, but the more I see all this, the more I really dislike Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They are petty, spiteful bullies.
What if everything you thought you knew about Blake Lively was a lie? The golden girl of Hollywood, with her flawless red carpet looks and picture-perfect life, has been the envy of millions. But when Bryan Freedman, a legal titan who's taken down some of the industry's biggest names, dropped a bombshell, Blake's carefully crafted world started to crumble. From the set of It Ends With Us to the boardrooms of Hollywood, secrets are spilling, and the truth is more shocking than any Gossip Girl plot twist.
Is that they're going to probably take some legal actions that are beyond the bounds of decency, and we'll see if they can try to avoid a deposition.
How could they do that if there's relevance?
I'm going to object and order the witness not to testify.
You're not his lawyer. You're his friend. Jeez.
Mark is usually my lawyer, though.
I'm working here, guys. I mean, come on.
I know you're working. So am I. So there you go. So am I.
My frustration here is this monetizing of Justin and everything and the booze and all of it. She'll make all the money and then complain. Where it's like, really? Why don't you actually complain before the movie comes out? Instead, you guys are like sitting on this for this long, where you're like, ha ha ha, yeah, then we're gonna kill him in the movie, ha ha ha, and then we'll do this scene too. Oh, do another Justin joke,
Buckle up, because this story is about to take you behind the velvet curtain of Tinseltown. Blake Lively's rise to fame wasn't just a lucky break. It was a master plan, executed with surgical precision. Back in 2007, she stepped into the spotlight as Serena van der Woodsen on Gossip Girl. Her megawatt smile and effortless charm turning her into a household name. By the time the show wrapped in 2012, she'd parlayed that teen drama stardom into gritty roles in films like The Town and Savages, proving she was more than just a pretty face. But what really set Blake apart was her knack for image control. Her 2012 marriage to Ryan Reynolds, sealed in a hush-hush South Carolina ceremony, was a media goldmine splashed across every tabloid. Their red carpet banter and adorable family moments, 4 kids, cozy Instagram glimpses, made them Hollywood's ultimate power couple.
I'm sorry, but the more I see all this, the more I really dislike Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. They are petty, spiteful bullies. Now, I don't know Justin Baldoni from Adam. I don't know what happened on the set. I don't know if he is what he is. I know his own team has made text messages sort of calling him out. So he's going to have to face all that himself. And I'm not here to pile on because he's facing a lot. At the end of the day, though, these two are so powerful, Ryan and Blake, that I am starting to feel bad for Justin in a way, because I understand why so many of you are going Team Justin, because look, he's getting bullied. Now, does he deserve the bullying? Was he inappropriate on the set? That's the big question.
Tends to follow the professional rules of conduct, and that's there's been every intention to do that in this case, and we believe we've followed the professional rules of conduct, and the professional rule of conduct at issue, talks about an exception, and that exception is when your client is prejudiced by public information that's not generated by you, but in fact generated by a third party or the other party. And all we're trying to do is have a fair process. That's all.
Yet there's a lesser-known story from those early days that's pure Blake. During Gossip Girl's first season, she reportedly charmed the entire cast and crew with handwritten thank you notes after a grueling 18-hour shoot. It was a move that screamed relatable queen, but some crew members later whispered it felt like a calculated play to win loyalty. Fast forward to 2025, and that anecdote takes on a new shade. Was it genuine kindness, or the first step in building an untouchable persona. As whispers of trouble began to surface, it was clear something wasn't adding up. Open Blake's Instagram and you're hit with a curated dream. Sunlit family picnics, her in flowing Gucci gowns, and witty captions that make you feel like she's your best friend. Her partnerships with Chanel, L'Oreal, and even her own gin brand, Betty Buzz, were seamless extensions of this vibe, elegant yet approachable. She'd drop just enough personal tidbits, like her love for baking or her quirky pregnancy reveals. Remember her 2019 Pokemon-inspired gown? To keep fans hooked. But insiders tell a different story. There's Blake for the cameras, a former stylist shared, and then there's Blake when the lights go off. They're not the same person. This contrast isn't new in Hollywood. Think of Ellen DeGeneres' 2020 workplace scandal, where her "be kind" mantra clashed with crew allegations. Blake's case feels eerily similar. Crew members from The Shallows, 2016, quietly grumbled about her demanding last-minute script changes. But her team buried those stories with glowing threats, her friendship with Taylor Swift, cemented in Swift's star-studded 2015 Bad Blood video, gave her a cool girl stamp, but even that came with whispers. Sources say Blake leaned hard on Swift's squad for clout, hosting lavish dinners that doubled as networking ops. As 2024 rolled in, those connections would be tested by a storm brewing on a movie set. The 2024 film It Ends With Us was supposed to be Blake's triumph, a meaty role in a romantic drama tackling heavy themes, co-starring and directed by Justin Baldoni. But the set became a battleground. Reports suggest Blake pushed for creative control, clashing with Baldoni over everything from script edits to promotional strategies. Fans noticed she skipped joint press events, and ex-posts speculated about a feud. Then came the shocker. 3 production assistants reportedly quit in 1 week, citing intolerable treatment from Blake. One insider claimed she demanded a specific brand of sparkling water, and when it wasn't delivered, she halted filming for hours. Sound familiar? It's giving Mariah Carey's infamous "I don't know her" diva energy, but with higher stakes. This wasn't just a bad day. Crew members described a pattern. Blake allegedly berated staff over minor issues, like a wardrobe assistant who faced a 2-minute tirade over a misfolded scarf. The timing couldn't be worse. Hollywood's post-#MeToo era has zero tolerance for toxic sets. Compare this to the 2023 Barbie set, where Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig were praised for fostering collaboration. Blake's alleged behavior felt like a throwback to an uglier era. And just when it seemed like the drama might stay quiet, a legal juggernaut named Bryan Freedman stepped in to blow the lid off. Bryan Freedman isn't your average lawyer. He's the guy stars call when their empires are crumbling. He secured Megyn Kelly a $69 million exit from NBC and defended Kevin Spacey during his 2018 misconduct firestorm. When Freedman speaks, Hollywood listens. In a statement that shook the industry, he accused Blake of systematic manipulation and fostering toxic work environments. Reports claim he's got receipts, text messages, voice memos, and sworn statements from over a dozen crew members across 5 film sets, including A Simple Favor 2. One text, allegedly sent by Blake at 3:17 a.m., demanded an Emmy-winning lighting director be fired for incompetence. Another voice memo captures her snapping at a makeup artist over a shade of blush. Petty, but chilling in context. Freedman's allegations hit like a 2025 version of the Depp Heard trial, where evidence flipped public perception overnight. X exploded with reactions, with users posting, "Blake's been exposed," and digging up old Gossip Girl clips to mock her Serena drama IRL. But Freedman didn't stop at texts. He hinted at more: emails, recordings, even affidavits. "I am prepared to substantiate every claim," he declared, sending a chill through Blake's camp. Blake had faced before. Within hours of Freedman's statement, Blake's world began to unravel. 3 luxury brands, rumored to include Gucci and Dior, halted endorsement talks. A director eyeing her for a 2026 rom-com tweeted, "We're exploring fresh talent, a polite but brutal jab." Her celebrity squad, once a fortress of A-listers like Taylor Swift, Gigi Hadid, and Blake's sisterhood of the traveling pants co-star America Ferrera, went silent. 7 verified accounts that used to shower her posts with heart emojis stopped engaging entirely. One ex-user quipped, "Taylor Swift unfollowed Blake faster than she drops breakup songs." The numbers tell a grim story. Blake lost 18% of her Instagram followers in a week, a plummet rivaling Kanye West's 2022 backlash after his controversial rants. Studios are spooked too. A leaked email from a major streaming platform revealed execs debating how to minimize Blake's presence in It Ends With Us marketing. This mirrors the 2024 backlash against Jonathan Majors, where studios scrambled to distance themselves post-allegations. Blake's a liability now, a casting director admitted. No one wants to bet on a star who might tank a project. But Blake's team wasn't about to let her crown slip without a fight. Picture this, a 5-hour Zoom call. Blake swinging between tears and rage, her crisis team scrambling to contain the damage. Hours after Freedman's bombshell, Blake flooded Instagram with rare family photos. Her kids, faces blurred, a stark shift from her usual privacy obsession. It was a classic PR pivot. Humanize the star, deflect the drama. But the timing was so blatant it backfired. "This screams damage control," one ex-post read, racking up 10,000 likes. Her legal team sent cease and desist letters to TMZ and Variety, but they dodged the core claims, nitpicking factual inaccuracies without specifics. A PR expert called it a textbook dodge. When you can't deny, you deflect. Blake's outreach to her A-list allies flopped, too. RyanReynolds posted a vague "proud of my wife" tweet, but it felt hollow next to the silence from Swift, Hadid, and others. Even her Gossip Girl co-star Leighton Meester, usually a vocal supporter, stayed mum. Compare this to the 2024 Olivia Rodrigo-Taylor Swift feud rumors, where Swift publicly squashed speculation to protect her image. Blake's team tried a riskier move, leaking whispers that Freedman had ulterior motives. It collapsed when his office released records showing he'd turned down studio gigs to avoid conflicts. Blake's playbook, once bulletproof, was failing spectacularly, and the public wasn't letting it slide. Social media is a battlefield, and Blake's taking a beating. Fans have turned on her with #TeamJustin trending as Baldoni emerges as the underdog. Blake tried to bury him, but the truth came out. One ex-post declared, echoed by thousands. Clips from It Ends With Us are being memed to death, with fans joking that Blake's character Lily was Serena 2.0 with better hair. The Amber Heard comparison is everywhere. Ex-users call this Blake's career ender, likening it to Heard's 2022 trial fallout. Her follower count keeps dropping, down 20% by June 2025, a loss that stings worse than Ariana Grande's 2023 divorce drama dip. Speculation is rampant. Did Blake's team smear Baldoni to cover her tracks? Fans say she pushed a narrative to paint him as the villain. An X-thread claimed, pointing to her absence from joint interviews. Baldoni's team counters with texts allegedly showing Blake's demands derailed production. It's a messy he said, she said, but the evidence leans hard against Blake. This drama ties into 2025's broader Hollywood reckoning. Think the ongoing Kanye West-Diddy feud, where leaked texts and insider leaks keep fans glued to X. Blake's fall isn't just personal. It's a warning to stars everywhere. A truth can't stay buried forever. Blake Lively's Hollywood fairy tale built on charm, strategy, and a killer. Instagram grid lies in tatters. Bryan Freedman didn't just expose her, he rewrote her story. Studios are sidelining her, with one exec overheard at a 2025 Cannes after-party saying, "Blake's name is poison right now." Brands are bailing. 2 beauty giants paused multi-million-dollar deals, echoing the 2024 Adidas Yeezy split post-Kanye. Even her glam squad, stylists, makeup artists, photographers, have scheduling conflicts when Blake calls. Her next film's producers are reportedly brainstorming ways to market it without her face on the posters. That's not a scandal. That's a death knell. What's chilling is the bigger picture. Hollywood's watching, and it's nervous. If Blake, with her ironclad PR machine, can fall this hard, who's next? The industry's buzzing with talk of image cleanups, with stars like Zendaya and Timothée Chalamet doubling down on authenticity to avoid a similar fate. X is abuzz with predictions. "This is Hollywood's Me Too 2.0, one user posted. Fake personas are done. For Blake, the road back is brutal. Can she rebuild trust? Or is this the end of her reign? And what about you? Do you think she's been unfairly targeted, or is this justice for a hidden truth? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep this conversation going.